I work at Middle Settlements Elementary School here in Blount County, and we've been seeing like a lot of absences with students and with teachers. And now the Blount County school system is having problems hiring lunchroom workers, custodians, and TAs because of the pandemic. And now they're wanting to try to pay them $20 an hour. So, as governor, if you're elected, what would you do to improve the education system as far as that goes, as far as hiring people, try to make it more interesting for people to come in? And what would you do on the virus situation?
Yeah. So, thank you for that question. Did everybody hear the question? What would we do to address issues with basically lots of absences and lack of ability to recruit teachers and all kinds of school workers? Primarily, it sounds like because of COVID. First of all, look, I don't love wearing a mask. I don't. I wear a mask 20 hours a day at work. I don't like it, but I do it because I care about my community and I care about the people around me. I don't love mandates because I think people should be independent. However, in this particular circumstance, when we are all interconnected, when my health depends on your health and the person next to them health, we need temporary mask requirements in our schools to protect the lives and safety of our children, to protect the lives of our children, and to protect the lives and safety of our teachers. Teachers are dying of this, guys. It's really happening. I've seen it. I've been a party to it. It's terrible. And so we need to take some basic measures to protect one another. And we need a governor who's got the political courage to say it. And that's what we're gonna do. The other thing I'd like to add, sir, and I'll come right back to you, is that the same thing that you all are experiencing in public education right now, we are experiencing in healthcare. You can throw bonuses at people all day, and they're tired because they don't feel supported from the top. They feel thrown to the wolves. I see it in doctors and nurses and respiratory therapists. I see it in cafeteria workers, in teachers, in bus drivers at schools. And it's because they don't feel support. So I want to bring that support to the table for folks. And bring some common sense back to managing this virus. And like I told you before, there's not enough money in public education. Look, I'm not the kind of person who says every problem needs more dollars thrown at it, but I think the numbers here speak for themselves. We're 47th in the nation at funding our education system. Of course, these are the results we're getting. Our teachers are working really hard with what they've got, but we need to do more to support them. We need to do more to support them. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Back on the education before I go to one more. One of the issues with education is how it's funded. It's funded, as I understand it, I may be wrong, mostly by property tax. And therefore, Blount County, even though we're having trouble in Blount County, it's a piece of cake here compared to Oneida and places out in the county. So funding of education is quite different from one county to the next. And the other thing I was concerned about, and it has to do with social justice, I believe, is what about our right to work law in the state of Tennessee? How does that affect the discrepancy in people's ability to gain some wealth?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we need to be supporting organized labor in the state of Tennessee. If you look at, the advancements that have taken place in this country in wage growth, the advancements that have taken place in workplace safety, it's because of organized labor. And so we need to do everything we can. Remind me your first question again. I'm sorry.
Well, about how to fund education.
How to fund education. Thank you. Yeah. So, there is a component, a large component of education funding that comes from the state. It's based on a formula that includes like 4 different parts. And basically, that formula is under calculating what is needed from the state for funding. Now, you can't go in there and mandate that every community, increase their property taxes. And what you can do is use the money that we have on hand to change the funding formula, change the component that comes from the state, to beef it up a little bit, and provide ample salaries for teachers and staff and materials and facilities. And so that's where we have an ability to work on the state level, is by adjusting the high level formula